Most of us know about the Big D Rusty Shackleford, but what about the real Rusty Shackleford?
Dale Gribble?
Maybe. Who's asking?
Rusty Shackleford.
Hey folks, welcome to Squirrel Tactics. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Yep, let's get into this. So Dale typically refers to himself as Rusty Shackleford when dealing with the authorities or anything official.
My name is Shackleford, Rusty Shackleford. I refuse to speak without my attorney present. I am Mr. Shackleford's attorney, Rusty Shackleford. My client pleads insanity.
My name is Dotrieve, Bill, and I am also insane.
The first mention of this alias was in Hank's Dirty Laundry.
If you want, I can get you the birth certificate of a child who died in 1953. It's hardly been used.
No, I am not a quitter.
Who's not a quitter? My dead friend Hank Hill? Or my new friend, Rusty Shackleford?
By the way, it doesn't make any sense if Rusty Shackleford died in 1953, considering Hank and presumably Dale were born in 1953, so if he died in 1953, how was he in third grade with Dale? Though Dale did not refer to himself as so until 9 Pretty Darn Angry Men.
Is that a real computer?
Yes.
Oh, in that case, my name is Rusty Shackleford. Shackleford.
In fact, it's pointed out in New Cowboy on the Block that he actually signed the block charter with his real name, something that he never does.
And Dale, you believed in the block charter so strongly you signed it with your real name.
It's the only time I've ever done that.
As Dale has said, Rusty was a kid he went to school with who in the 3rd grade Dale believed died, but we learned that no, he didn't die, he just moved away.
Rusty died in 3rd grade.
I didn't die. I moved.
But Dale did quite a bit as Rusty, including collecting unemployment and deconstructing Henry.
Next. Shackleford, Rusty.
Here you go, Mr. Shackleford.
Thank you.
Either opening a fraudulent checking account or had fake checks made featuring Rusty's name, which we see in the same episode.
Gribble, make the check out to me.
With pleasure. And your name is?
He's the only person to win Dale's Dead Bug Employee of the Year other than Dale.
Damn, I was good.
Dale has a library card in Rusty's name, which he uses to check out books that probably put Rusty on a watch list.
Look what I found at the library.
How to blow stuff up.
You're making a bomb?
Several. I'm engaged in an arms race with an exterminator in McMainerberry.
You could get in a lot of trouble for this, Dale. I'm pretty sure the government keeps track of books like that. At least I hope they do.
You mean Rusty Shackleford could get in a lot of trouble? I have a library card in his name. Shisha!
And he even uses Rusty's health insurance, which is apparently pretty good.
Thanks for the ride, Hank. If I pass out before we get to the hospital, tell them my name is Rusty Shackleford. He's got great insurance. Medicaid.
This is the dumbest thing you've ever done. You could have lost a finger.
Correction. Rusty Shackleford could have lost a finger.
And let's not forget that he opened several failed alpaca farms under Shackleford's name.
I'm trying to get a small business loan, but the bank thinks I'm the same guy who skipped town on a string of failing alpaca farms.
Eventually, after masquerading as Shackleford for years, the real Rusty Shackleford finally shows up at Dale's door in Peggy's Gone to Pots.
You need to stop using my name, Dale.
I am not using your name, and I am not Dale.
Come on, Dale. You're smoking the same brand of cigarettes you did in the 3rd grade.
And Dale reacts like we all knew Dale would react.
Get off my property, whoever I am!
Also, apparently Dale has been smoking since at least the 3rd grade. Rusty explains that he only moved away in the 3rd grade rather than dying, and we don't know where he moved to or currently lives, but if this is his car, then it must be in Texas based on the license plate. And the real Shackleford is persistent, probably because he's fed up with the identity theft, even going to the guys for help with tracking Dale down.
Well, if we see him, we'll give him the message.
I want to handle this like gentlemen, but, well, I'm not leaving town until it's sorted out.
Nice meeting you.
And all he wants is for Dale to sign a form acknowledging that he was not the real Rusty Shackleford, which Dale finally does after several visits from the real Rusty.
Coming. You'll never catch me, Shackleford.
as well as hiding out in the bushes with Peggy to avoid him.
All I wanted was a fall guy so I'd never have to take responsibility for my actions.
Coming up with a terrible idea for faking his own death.
Here's the story. We stole Bill's car. That part's true. Then we drove it into the ravine.
And you think that's really going to convince people we're dead?
How hard can it be? Shackleford convinced me he was dead in the 3rd grade.
And ultimately going through with faking his own death in a shed explosion. And yeah, it would not surprise me in the least if Dale signed that as Rusty Shackleford, possibly out of sheer habit.
We need to settle this whole identity theft issue once and for all.
Oh God, a gun. Die like a man, Gribble. Die like a man.
Just sign these forms so I can get on with my life.
Okay.
So yeah, we don't really know much about the real Rusty other than he moved in the 3rd grade, he wants a small business loan, and he has a lot more patience than I would in the same situation. But at least as far as we see, Dale does retire the Rusty alter ego, and I'm sure the real Rusty was happy about that.
Let me take this opportunity to introduce the band. On keyboards, the Big D himself, Rusty Shackleford.